You are tuned into 1040 AM KGGR 106.9 FM. We are so glad that you have decided to join us. Listen, last week we had an amazing interview. I enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to go and see Sister Act. So hopefully you've gotten your tickets. If not, let's go ahead and handle that today. So we have more of the directors here with us today, and we're going to talk to them today. So please welcome Kyra Headley and Wambui. I was going to give them all his titles, but yeah, we're not doing that today. He's so personal. I love how personable that you are. So you're the artistic director of Jubilee Theater, and then we also have Miss Kyra, who is directing this project, Sister Act. Let's talk about it. What can we expect?
I think I think that you can expect to have a good time. It's a very family-friendly oriented show. Everybody can come. You can bring the baby on to Big Mama. Whoever is in the building, everybody will have a good time. Everybody will have a nice laugh, and everybody's gonna leave with a nice message, I think. So I think you just come and be prepared to be entertained.
And before you were talking about, how an amazing time y'all were having with directing this cast. Have y'all had any rehearsals since then in the last week, few days?
Baby, we rehearse every day but Monday. We are in rehearsals every day but Monday.
Wow. Is it like boot camp, rehearsal boot camp?
Almost. Just about.
I know that some of the cast members express how detailed you are, and definitely how much work it is. They said you are a drill sergeant, but they said it's all for the good. And they are just excited to show what they have definitely put together. So Wambui, what is your role in this?
Artistic director / producer / whatever is needed to make sure that the show gets up on its feet. Beautiful partnership between Jubilee Theater and Performing Arts Fort Worth Bass Hall. So maintaining that relationship, working with the unions, really putting out any fires or even before there's even a glimmer of smoke, snapping it before it even happens, and really being that bridge between the cast and the space. For a lot of our actors, the majority of them, this is their first time performing at Bass Hall, let alone in a house as big as Bass Hall. I would say the blessing of this show and the blessing of this opportunity with Bass Hall is the fact that when a person buys a ticket to come see this show, they're not just coming to see Sister Act, they're coming to see the DFW's Sister Act. Every hand that touches this show is right here in our own backyard. They're from Dallas, they're from Fort Worth, they're from Garland, they're from Arlington, they're from Grand Prairie. Every actor, the directors, the scenic designers, when they touch it, you're touching, when you buy your ticket, you're coming and you're making an investment in home. You're making an investment in the next great actors, directors. There's nothing that is stopping Kyra Headley from one day being the next major director on Broadway.
Ooh, she is already there.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel blessed to be able to provide that opportunity for her to be able to be on a platform as large as Bass Hall, so that more people can see the excellence that she has and also see the beautiful talent that is right here in the DFW area.
I love that, because Wambui, you do a great job. First of all, at putting out fires. I've been, in a scenario before where you had to come through, and I'm like, oh, well, who is this? What is he doing? So you're really good at that, and I do appreciate your attention to detail and being organized and making sure that things do happen, and happen in decent and in order. So I do appreciate you for that. And I think it's amazing how you also find a way to always make sure that we include our people, meaning DFW, using the talent that's here. That's an amazing thing, because so many times, organizations look afar when you don't have to. Yeah, we have everything right here. And those who are not from right here, that's fine. That's wonderful. But I love the focus of using right here. And Bass Hall is such a big place, a wonderful place. And you pay homage to Kyra. How does that feel, like, to be trusted with so much? Like, we showing up with your thing, like, let me see how this girl directed this. I mean, how does it feel? Is that pressure?
Yeah.
No, because I feel like because I've like I said before, Jubilee is home for me. And so it is it's I feel directly for me is it comes natural. It's my second skin, it's my passion, it's the thing that I love to do. It's like give me the thing and I'm gonna do the thing. I always say that the best part of me, I think I'm a director in every day, every part of my life. Everything about me says director. I can help. I can do the things. I can see the pieces and how they all fit together. And I feel like that's what I'm really good at, even outside of theater. And so when I get to do it in theater, it's even better. And it's like, hey, I'm home. This is my
Mm.
space. This is my area.
Wow. And it's so amazing to be doing your area and doing what you love to do. What advice would you have to someone who's, really trying to find that spot for themselves, find their thing?
I say try everything. Don't limit yourself to just one thing because I was an actress before I got into the world of directing, and it would just so happen that the organization I was a part of in college, the person that did direct all of our shows was graduating. So we were like, who's gonna do it? And I was like, I guess I can try, and I haven't looked back since. um, and so it was just something I fell in love with, and I wouldn't have known that unless I tried it. When I was running a theater, I fell in love with lighting because just getting to see those things and do it's all of the things that if you just don't try and attempt to do it, you never know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always say to myself, and I put it in every single one of my bios, I'm the habitual hobbyer. I always am trying new things. I'm gonna attempt the thing and I'm gonna go all in just to see if it's something that I really love and enjoy.
I love it. Are either of you willing to share something that we know that it takes a lot of time and energy to pull things together, but are there any bloopers or maybe a fire that's something that happened and now you see that it's done, it's over with, it's better, something that will cause us to say, "Whoo, yep, I'm glad they got over that part."
Wham, take it away.
I knew you were gonna throw that thing this way. I would say on this show, when you look at the casting of this show, this is probably one of the most multicultural productions Jubilee has done, even though we're definitely telling it from the African American experience. And through that lens and all throughout casting, all of our major roles are persons of color. I would say that first week of rehearsals for me, just sitting in the room was funny as hell. Only from the perspective of Jubilee, we kind of have an ensemble that knows Jubilee. They know the how the rules of Jubilee are real simple. The first time you come, you are a friend. The second time, you are a companion. The third time, you are family. And so we had family members in the room, we had companions in the room, and we had first time friends in the room.
Oh yeah, okay.
And getting them to kind of just break the ice with one another. And now, I popped into rehearsal last night because we're spacing, and to watch how they love on each other and lean on each other and support each other. I think that is the beauty of Texas. That's the beauty of the arts community here is regardless of race, color, class, creed, and all these other boxes we want to, check off nowadays. At the core of it, we're all artists. And we're all collectively coming together to share in the experience of telling this story. And we leave our boxes at the door, so to speak, so that we can come and we can tell this story. So I think that for me, that was the biggest part because I could tell, and I was like, oh, how is it's a big cast, Jesus. It's a big cast, and I was like, oh, how is this going to work? With so many new faces and faces that have never been with us, faces that are a difference than Jubilee has cast before. A lot of college students in this group. A beautiful shout out to Texas Christian University, where a lot of our actors came from, for a lot of the nuns came from, as well as Texas Wesleyan, who did the build for this show, as well as the design for this show. So again, this is a full community wraparound experience. But I would say that is the biggest part or surprise is, and I leave that to the director and to the choreographer who helped shape that experience of saying, this is how we're going to love on each other. This is how we respect each other. this is what we do over here at Jubilee Theater.
I listen, I love it. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say, I think part of what really helped in that transition of probably folks bringing the kids together, especially the TCU kids. One of the TCU kids was in a former show this season. He was in another show this season that I directed. So it was easy for him to be like, nah, this is how they do it at Jubilee, because he's a companion and he's bringing in all the visitors.
I love it.
And so he was like, nah, this is how Kyra works. This is da 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 da. So she good. She might look at you crazy right now, but she's gonna love you in just a minute.
I love it.
It's so amazing to have those kinds of people in your corner. I love the whole family dynamic. And I just know that August 15th through the 18th, we're going to be treated like family. That's how I always feel when I come to anything that you guys are doing. I love that. So let's go ahead and tell them where they can get their tickets right now. I mean, like right now.
Go online to basshall.com/Sister Act or click basshall.com, look for the Sister Act link, and you can find us there. Or if you, for our loyal followers here at the House of Jubilee Theater, if you go to jubileetheater.org, click on Sister Act, and it will automatically take you to the website for Bass Hall's tickets. Please, as we tell everybody, when you purchase your ticket for Sister Act, do not, for the love of God, please do not show up at 506 Main Street to see Sister Act. This show is at Bass Hall. It has always been at Bass Hall. This is not a change. This is not a deviation. This is not a last minute switch. This show was always scheduled to be at Bass Hall. So govern ourselves accordingly.
That is my favorite. Thank you so very much. Yeah, definitely, guys, you want to go ahead and make sure that you go ahead and get your tickets. Don't wait to the last minute. It's affordable. It's always affordable. The thing is, once you actually see the show, you're like, I probably should have paid more for this. So that's
there are
pretty
tickets
much
available at every level. So we've intentionally made sure that regardless of economic standard, Bass Hall has done a phenomenal. When you have 2,000 seats, you can work some things out. So Bass Hall has done, Performing Arts Fort Worth has done a phenomenal job of creating a series of ticket scales, cost scales that are affordable for everybody. So the entire family can come out. Parking, there's valet parking, as well as the Bass Hall parking lot, which is directly behind the building. So that's not an issue. All we ask is that we just show up on time, Lord Jesus.
Early.
In fact, my definition of on time is at least 20 minutes early. Amen. Okay, that gives you time to stretch, use the bathroom, have a thought, maybe even have a word of prayer with the Lord.
And Bass Hall is big. It ain't like Jubilee where you can walk right into your seat. You're gonna need a minute.
You got a job. You know what I'm saying? To give you the opportunity to find your seat and get comfortable and not feel rushed. Who wants to come into an experience like this and feel rushed to get there? So please give yourselves the time to do that. And may I do one last shout out to the ISD system.
Yes.
Because both Miss Kyra and our choreographer, Miss Keandra Brooks. See, I was about to say KP, Miss Keandra Brooks. Both of them are ISD instructors. And I think that is such a positive shout out to the ISD system and hopefully to their students that look, if my teacher is directing at Bass Hall, my teacher is a choreographer at Bass Hall. And it speaks to the power of the teachers that are in the ISD system. So both of you all are in the, I want to say the Dallas ISD.
Yeah, Dallas ISD.
Oh, wow, that's good. Yeah, amazing.
Miss Keandra is an instructor at Dr. Billy D. Dade Middle School. And where are you, Miss Kyra?
I'm at Jack Lowe Senior Elementary School.
Oh,
dealing with the baby. Praise you.
Well, hopefully everyone is going to come out and support your teachers, support your instructors. They work so hard for this. And then I think that, we get a chance to kind of see you in a different light. So I think that this is major. This is awesome. Why are we choosing Sister Act right now at this time?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, it's around that anniversary time. Two, We wanted something that it was fun and something that the entire community could come around. And let's be honest, there's a disconnect between the generations about a man named God. Okay. And how we relate, how my generation and the generations older than me related to God, as opposed to my children's generation and the generations that are younger than them. You know, there's a reason that what is going on with my phone? There is a reason that when we think about church, the numbers of the church are going down consistently across the board. And some of that is because the younger generation doesn't feel that there's a place for them in the church. And I think a show like Sister Act opens the door to the conversation of why that conversation is necessary. You know, that there's you get a person like Dolores who is she's worldly, she's worldly. And she goes into this godly space, and both sides of the table are ready for judging of one another. Wow. When do we put aside our judgment and see each other for the human beings that we are? And I think for me, and I'm not going to speak for Miss Kyra, but I think for me that is about how do we start that conversation, bridging the gaps between the generations. I don't see a world without God, and I don't see a world where the church is not relevant. So how do we continue that conversation about the relevance of the church in our everyday lives?
Awesome. So this means that we have to bring our family. So this is something that everyone can see. So it doesn't matter the age, they can all see this.
Yes, they can all see it and enjoy it.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Okay, there you have it. August 15th through the 18th. Make sure that you go and see Sister Act. As you have seen, as you have heard, there are so many amazing people who are dealing with this in a good way. And bringing this forth. And so we definitely want to come and support. We definitely want to see what all we can see. So we're going to experience singing, dancing, what else?
Comedy. A little bit of everything. It is a full-fledged musical. And I ask the people, please don't come with the notions of the movie. It is something that is its own entity within itself. I want you to come and no preconceived notions about how the movie went. This is Sister Act, the musical. It is a little bit different. Same kind of storyline, just a little bit different. So I want you to come and enjoy that for what it is and not put the notions of what the movie was on the show.
I'm glad you said that, because I'm one of those people. I'd be like, wait, they didn't say this. She did that run right there. I'm trying to sing this part. You know, that's me. So I'm so glad that you said that, because there's a difference between book, movie, musical. All of those are different when you're watching these masterpieces. So I'm so glad that you mentioned that. So look at it for what it is, the art.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. All right, so let me erase it out of my head. Okay. I love it. Listen, go ahead and tell us one more time where we can go ahead and get our tickets.
BassHall.com /Sister Act, or you can go to JubileeTheater.org and click on the Sister Act link, and it'll bring you to the Bass Hall website.
All right. I love it. All right, y'all. So try to get you some good close seats. All right. And we look forward to seeing you there. If you had one last thought to leave with our listening audience, what would that thought be?
Miss Kyra.
Ooh. Enjoy life and look for friendship in the unexpected. You never know where you'll find friendship. Look for it in the unexpected. That's what Dolores does. And finds her some sisters for life.
Come on.
I love it. Hey, bring your sisters, bring your friends. Everyone come, or say, come one, come all. I love it. Okay, thank you, you two, and have an amazing day.
You too.
Enjoy.